Alright, so in this video, I'm going to cover the first 10 levels that you can unlock within the special element, just Tower of Element upgrades. I'm going to go and cover all of the other elements as well, just because there are slight difference in what upgrades are available to you. And it can kind of be nice to just gear them slightly differently, but depending on what kind of slime you're using, and I'll just try and explain situations as far as when it would be beneficial to pick one over the other, which talents are really good ones to have, which ones you should kind of avoid. If I don't get to just a certain talent you have questions on, feel free to leave a comment wherever. I do go through and I'll try and answer it, just because I know it can kind of be a pain to wait for all the videos to come out. But so if you do have a question, feel free to let me know. So starting off with just the special element, first 10 upgrades. So we start with the HP upgrade. There's not really a choice there. Then an attack upgrade. Then you have your first skill tree break. You can either pick a plus 2% HP or a plus 1% attack damage. Now, even though the HP is a 2% and the attack is 1%, that doesn't necessarily mean the HP is better than the attack. That's just in general how it kind of scales. As far as in general, a lot of times I do end up going for the attack just because it's nice to have that damage. And there are other defensive talents like the extra damage resistance that I'll kind of use to make it tankier. This one really is up to you though. It's not that one's better than the other. They're both very solid talents. As far as when you would want to pick the HP over the attack, the main time is just really, say we're running, especially this is evident in the fire slimes. There's Isabelle and Volcanion that are really damage heavy, but they're just really squishy as well. They don't have a lot of HP, so a lot of times on those, for the fire slimes, I'll go with the HP, just skill tree upgrades. But for the special slimes, a lot of them have decent survivability, so I will just go with the attack ones. You can't really go wrong there. I did mention, so after this just little branch, you go back to the extra damage, and then you have a choice between the lifesteal and range damage multiplier. Definitely go for the lifesteal one here. Lifesteal is a good one that it does cap out pretty low on just your regular talent upgrades with gold, where range damage multiplier, that talent already gets pretty far up there, and you're just not going to get as much benefit. The lifesteal will just help your slime in general as far as its survivability goes. Then we go to an attack talent, and then we have another branch. It goes to regeneration or critical chance. This one isn't as big of a, just as far as regeneration or the critical chance being so much better than one or the other. But in general, I do go with that critical chance just because critical chance can be nice, especially if you don't have gear that already gives you a bunch of bonus critical chance. Just because if you can essentially be almost critical hitting on all of your attacks, that critical chance will just help you a lot as it scales off of your attack and critical damage multiplier. Then we have a lifesteal one, which is nice. You don't have to choose anything there. Attack. And then this very last one for the first 10 levels, you have 3 options. The left one is the Kiss of Death. Bullets have a 6% chance to instantly kill elite enemies. The middle one, Rise from the Ashes. When an enemy dies, restore 30% of your max HP. And then Ultimate Slow, 30% chance to ignore enemy status resistance when you're slowing. So it just purely bases off your slow chance. Isn't affected by your slow power, anything. So like the enemy's status resistance, it's just going to go away, and just whatever your slow chance and slow power are, those are going to take effect. So that's really nice. As far as which one you want to choose though, that ultimate slow is the weakest of these 3, just because it's not very consistent, and even then slowing enemies isn't going to be your main way. I mean, it's going to delay them, but it's not going to be as helpful. The Rise from the Ashes is probably the second best. It's not a bad one to go for. It does restore a good chunk of your HP, but realistically, the Kiss of Death is the best, especially for dealing with those elite enemies, just because that's a 6% chance to instantly kill them. I mean, kind of acts like your dead hit, which is very nice. But that's all for these first 10 skill upgrades. Let me know if you have questions, but I'll cover the next 10 in the next video. Thanks for watching.